So now we are soon. I think just gonna make sure we're in the right group streaming. Yes, we are. Perfect. We are live. So I'm gonna go back so I can see you now. Yes. Perfect. Right group. Right. Everything right. That's amazing. Hi. Welcome. This is we are on different time zones. So when this is live, you are actually a lot of hours ahead from us because this is Ray. Ray came into my program. I think she's on week 3 actually in my accelerator program. So welcome.
Thank you.
And I wanted first, if you wanted to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, do you have a work, what is it? And actually, I wanted to ask you also, what is it that you are starting online with? Okay,
awesome. Oh, well, thanks for having me. My name's Ray. I'm from Wellington in New Zealand. I am a physiotherapist, and at the moment I'm full-time in the New Zealand Army, which is awesome. I love it. But I'm just getting to the end of my contract now, and I really want to follow my passion, which is helping people with low back pain. So when I was going through my officer training in the military, I injured my back when I was 19, and I was young and I was fit, and I thought I'd bounce back pretty quickly. And I didn't, and I just feel like there's a very big gap, I guess, in the market for people like myself that are still able to work and still able to play sport, but are just in pain every day, which is very tiring, it's very frustrating. And I want to help particularly those people that are, can still work and can still do everything, but are so frustrated by this low back pain. And so I was working for the UN a couple of years ago over in Lebanon and got into a dynamic form of yoga. And with my low back pain, like I'd seen lots of physios and chiros and osteos, which helped in the short term, but yoga was the only real thing that, just took my low back pain away permanently and increase my mobility and strength and balance and mindfulness and everything else that comes along with doing a program specifically for your spine. So this is what I want to share with the world. So I want to help other low back pain sufferers, and I think yoga is an amazing tool for it, specifically because it works the spine in all the ways that it should be worked and keeps you young and is good for your mindset. And I knew that I wanted to do this, but didn't know how. And then we're just in another COVID lockdown at the moment. So we've been in lockdown for the last 3 weeks. And I said to my darling, yeah. And I said to my darling oh, really?
No.
I said to my darling that I wanted to do a course to just learn and continue to develop, particularly around my business. So I do a little bit of physio stuff just with sports teams and from home as well. And he suggested that I look at doing some marketing stuff. And there's a saying goes that says, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah. And I think that very same day I saw your post in the female entrepreneurs group and jumped on the next morning onto your webinar or launch, I'm not sure what it was called. And then I just messaged you saying, hey, look, I need to go, but I'm going to join up your program. So here I am now. Yeah, I think it was a masterclass, I think. Magnetic Market Masterclass. Yeah. So it was, I think so. So I think it was one of my masterclasses. So I'm going to go back a little bit. You're going to launch now this yoga training for the low back pain. So it's actually connected to something that you have gone through, right? You're using your own story to pull this forward, isn't you? Yeah. Do you feel like that is something that's important? Do you feel like it's easier, or do you feel like you could have chosen anything to work with, or do you feel like this is the perfect thing because I have a story to share? Yeah, I think definitely through my journey, I felt like you know, I should have I should have been able to find someone to help me earlier, or found a vehicle to help me. So yeah, like I feel like that there is a real gap here. But then I also feel like, you know, what we did in the first lot of your training about, you know, just your passion and knowing what you really care about. So and I've done a little bit of training in this in the past. So a friend of mine introduced me to the concept of a Japanese concept called ikigai, which is translated as the purpose for being, or and it talks about so you list everything that you love doing, you list everything that you are good at, and then you list everything that the world needs, and then those bits that are in the middle, you know, your purpose in life or your reason for being. And yeah, for me, I want to help people, and I particularly in low back pain, and I love to travel, and I love working with people. And so for me, like I just really feel like this is something that can really help people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really important, as you said, to know your why. Why do you want to do this? Because we need to work with passion, right? Either we call it passion or purpose or something in life to do this, because there's a huge mindset thing about working online, to take something you know, something you are good at, or something you're passionate about, and turn it into a business. It's a huge mindset shift. But if you are clear with why do you want to do what you do, then everything becomes so much easier, because you are your business. And it's like a lot of my clients, when I talk to them, you just need to show up as you. Tell your story, and people are going to get attracted to that, right? But if we are not certain about why we want to do what we're doing, then it's kind of hard work with attraction marketing, because you're not going to attract any people, because you don't even know why you're doing it, right? So how should they get attracted to that when you're not, I don't know. So that is really important. And I think you really nailed it with that last thing about, what did you say his name was? It was some kind of training. That's kind of interesting.
It's called ikigai, which is a Japanese
we need to look that
termination for reason for being.
That was really interesting. I'm going to look that up. I have not heard about it, but it's so true about our passion. And that's why I love to work with in the area we start, as you did, with a purpose, and why do you want to do what you do, and what are you good at? Because if we do what we are good at, and we do what we're passionate about, everything becomes so much easier, right? It's easier to build a course or a program. It's easier to show up live or show up at all, because you do what you're good at, right? It's like I used to say, if I needed to write long text to work online, I would not make it online, because I'm really suck at writing, but I'm good at talking. So then I do that. And that is what's going to attract your dream client. So this course is about the workshop that you were in, the magnetic marketing, but we are doing it in 3 days. So this is what it's all about. You nailed it, because you need to be you. You need to know why do you do what you do? Otherwise, it's going to be hard attracting dream clients. So you have been in the, you started, you didn't have anything, right? When you came to me, you didn't start your online journey, did you?
I've had bits and pieces online for a couple of years, but nobody knows about my website, so nobody comes to it. So at the moment, I've just got lots of yoga programs loaded up online. They're called, I do a yoga video every time I go traveling. So I've got yoga Waikiki and a yoga Cambodia and a yoga Queenstown. So I'm just taking you on my journey with me,
that's cool.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know that. You see, I get to know more.
And then I also do, like, you can book in with me and come and see me as a physio. So I've got my website, but something that I was attracted to your course was, I'm invisible online. Nobody knows about me, but I think that I've got some really cool stuff to offer. So that was my starting point. And then so it was just putting it into like, I've got all these yoga videos online anyway. How am I going to use it to help people? And you want to use it for, you want to use yoga as a vehicle to help people with low back pain because it works so effectively for me.
Yeah. What has been the biggest struggle, either before you came into my program to work online or the 3 weeks that it has been in? What has been the biggest struggle for you?
I guess just that self-doubt that, and I think probably the first one, like I'm quite a private person, so putting yourself out there online was difficult initially for me to overcome. But as I say, because my drive is to help people, that's my reason for putting myself out there. And so therefore I'm completely comfortable with doing it. And then the other one, you're just in that self-doubt and that, no one's going to, no one's going to enroll. And as I say, like I've been very diligent with my homework and doing my validations and haven't, for friends and family, it was amazing. And as I said to you, I was so stoked with that. But for like the groups that I've been posting in, they're not hugely active, I guess. So I don't know, I guess just that feeling of rejection, but I'm like, my courses are so good, but just people need to know about it.
And that it's kind of connected to the confidence. We are scared. We are so scared. We're scared we don't know enough. We are scared that nobody's going to buy. We are scared that we are doing it wrong. We are afraid of criticism online because there are a lot of people who love to criticize other people, right? And I know I was really scared when I started to talk online. It was mostly that what will people think? That was my thing. And then I was just after a while, fuck it, right? Who cares what they think? But we need to have confidence. And a lot of people talk about you need to have confidence, you need to have confidence, you need to have confidence. But nobody talks about how to create the confidence, right? And I work with what we do from in here, that we are just focusing on ourselves, our strengths, what we are good at, our superpowers, because that is going to build your confidence to go online. But it's scary. But you have put something up, because we do validation every week where you post something. When you're done with all the training, you post something to get some reaction back, right? And you have done two validations, something like that.
Yeah, so I've done one on my personal page, one on the Clarity and Clients, and one in a low back pain group where there's 5,000 people in there. So I think I'll just keep tapping away, because I mean there's so many sufferers, and the particular group that I'm after is particularly military and sports people, because I know that they will work hard and put the work in that they need to, because I mean, like anything in life, if you had the ability to go out and buy a new back, I'm sure that many people would, but I need the people that are willing to work hard to get it, and that are really desperate and really want to do that.
Yeah, that's important to narrow the dream client down like that, because it's hard to work with people that don't want to do the work. I mean, I work with women that in menopause that wanted to lose weight. They all want to lose weight, but when you tell them how much work it is, they don't want to do it, right? So that's why we do something that we are selling we sell to them what they think they need, and we get them what they actually need. That's two completely different things, right? We talk about it. It's a lot this to sell the result people want, instead of focusing on what's inside your program, because that is going to be a lot of work. But the ones with pain, I mean, how can you not do the work? It's a little bit like if you are in pain, somebody gives you a solution. It requires some work. How can you not do it, right? Don't you feel like that sometimes? It's just, yeah. So it's kind of funny that you need to, but there are a lot of people. We all want help. We all want something to help with our problems, and we get the solution in our hand, but we don't do the work. And that's what this workshop has been this 3 days, because it's about magnetic marketing, and to show up to be visible online, you need to show up. It's not like I say that just post something. And I think you can relate to that since you have all these yoga videos. It's not just post something and people come, because they don't. Money won't fall on your lap because you post a yoga video online. You need to attract the dream clients, right? So I think you can feel what I mean with you can post, nothing happens, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, in this group, there are like 100 women in this workshop. If you have like something, they want to follow you, or they want to, they have back pain, maybe they work in the military, they are sport athlete or something, and they have lower back pain, or they are women working and sitting like me in front of the computer with a lower back pain. Do you have some kind of a page or something they can start following you on?
Yeah, so my website is raisephysio.co.nz, or the same website is raiseyoga.co.nz, and then my Facebook page is Raise Physiotherapy and Yoga.
Perfect. So we're going to put that in the comments. So I guess it's hard to catch up. So I'm going to put those links into the comments. So if you feel like you want to either just follow Ray because she's awesome, or if you feel like you are interested in this yoga, you have lower back pain or whatever, you can click and you can follow or send her a text or DM or something there. So if you feel like you want to be in her, I call it bubble, right? So they can start following you. So I know you've just been in my program for 3 weeks. Do you want to share like what has been the biggest win during these 3 weeks? What has been the best thing?
I just really like the step-by-step process. And I think that when you think about setting something up, it can be really daunting. But the way going through the modules and just one step at a time and doing the homework, it really breaks it down and makes it easier. And I think just I guess it's just that saying that step by step. And I messaged you and said, hey, look, I got some professional photos done a year ago, but I just hadn't. So it's just really a good reason to take action. And I'm obviously accountable to everyone in my group and accountable to you. And so the wins are just getting shit done and being accountable.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing for just 3 weeks. I mean, that's a lot of clarity.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's amazing. So one last question I want to ask you. There are women in this group that feel like you did. Like, I don't know enough. I'm not sure that I can do this. Is anyone gonna buy my courses or programs? Do I have enough knowledge? Do you have something you would like to say to them?
Yeah, like I think that you only need to be one step ahead of your clients, and the people that are going to look out and find you, are specifically looking for someone that's, that knows more about, this special topic. And so for me, I mean, anyone that is military or a sports person or a recreational runner, for example, they're like, oh, well, I want to know. Yeah. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is you don't need to know everything. You just need to know a little bit more than the person that you're presenting to. And they won't be able to learn it all. They just want to know step by step as well. And I think the other important thing is the fact that, you're passionate about that topic is going to be enough for them. And I think that in terms of personal gain, when you find your passion and you're working with what you love doing, like it's really energizing and revitalizing anyway, and people are going to be drawn to that. So yeah, I guess that my advice is that you don't need to know it all. You just need to show that you're super passionate about it and be one step ahead.
That's really good advice. That is a really good advice. You just need to be one step ahead, right? Because you will never ever know everything. You just need to know more than the one that you want to sell to, right? So we don't need to have everything figured out. We just need to start. That was really good. One step ahead. I actually wrote it down here because that was a really good good point. Because there are so many. I don't know how many people we are on the earth, but there are so many people, and of course, not everyone out there knows more than you do. And as I used to say to a lot of people, that there are people out there doing what you want to do, knowing less, right?
Yeah,
they
definitely.
sell more, know less. They have more followers or whatever, knowing less. They earn more money, knowing less. And the only difference is they kept going. They started and kept going and believed in themselves. And you are stuck here thinking, because we're always stuck thinking, creating, not knowing enough, and on a plateau like this. And the only difference between those two people is that they took action. They moved forward. Amazing advice. So thank you so much for this short interview. I know there is a huge time difference, so I'm really glad you wanted to join, because we struggle with the time difference. We have in your group, we have you from New Zealand, me in Europe, and we have a couple from England. Then we have all the way to West Coast USA. So it's like this. So we are really struggling keeping everything together, and but I think we're doing great, actually, in our in your group. So thank you so much. And the ones that feel like you want to be in Ray's bubble, please go to her page. We're gonna put it, or her homepage. We're gonna put all the links in the comments so everyone can join if they want to. And you have an upcoming launch, right? You're going to launch your program soon, right?
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah. So, and if you want to be in the bubble and see how she works, and the way we are going to do the launch to sell her program, then please go and be in her bubble. And if you have lower back pain, yeah, she's your woman, right? No question about it. So you got to know her a little bit. So please go and join her. So thank you so much for spending some time with me here and this group of women.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Yeah. So I see this group in our bonus trainings, and I see you on our next group chat.
Yes, I'll be there.
Perfect. So see you. Bye.
Thank you.